What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 24th day of December, and here we are sitting at about $0.0027 with 7 hours left in the day. Moving down a little bit, and that's okay, right? I can't remember if we were expecting it to move down or up from here. I want to say we were expecting a move down, but I really don't remember. If we're looking at this from a low to a high, let's see, looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, relatively speaking, yes, we went below the 382 up to the 236 for resistance. We should be bearish. I mean, with this double top at the 236, especially with coming back below the 382, should have been bearish here or here, by the way of doing my own analysis. So definitely should have been bearish, and down to the 0.5 to golden ratio zone, which we're at the 0.5 now. So maybe we can find some reasons to find support here, or perhaps we are going all the way down to that 00263 to 002, what is that, 257, so somewhere in that area there. Let's just see what we got going on. 1 hour indicators, the RSI looks abysmal, it looks sad, so lower. Stochastics look bad, and the MACD is also bearish. So all bearish things. I mean, you had bullish divergence here. You didn't do much with it. Whenever you cross green, this was the move that you got. It wasn't fantastic at all, and now you're back red. Everything makes sense to the downside, so down we go. 4 hour time frame here. It does look like we're in some phase of consolidation, that's for damn sure. If we look at this from the relative low to the relative high, again, something in this 0065 to 002526 area, whatever, something in that zone right there is likely where we will find support. Okay, the MACD is building bearish momentum. You're still in a bullish posturing overall, being above the zero, but you could find support here pretty soon. Sometimes, and oftentimes enough, you do find support just below the zero. Just like here, you found resistance just above it. Maybe we find support just below it. So, you know, between this day, tomorrow's Christmas, and then we have the weekend, I would say, you know, there's a strong chance that we see the MACD kind of level out over the coming days, over the next like 4 or 5 days, and then we could start to move up higher. But in that time, the price likely comes down a little bit as well. Find support at this prior area of resistance, which is also your golden ratio of this retracement here. So makes sense that we would go lower. We look at the daily time frame now. Daily MACD building bullish momentum, but you're still bearish. Stochastics finding resistance, getting tied up here. It's not necessarily a good thing. RSI, higher high, lower highs here, hidden bearish divergence. Yeah, come down. I'm very confident in Zebec. I'm very confident that ZBCN doesn't go below these lows here, but you likely do go lower from here. You'll probably find support at this daily low close, or again, these daily high closes, something around here, and then move up from there. The next attempt up to this area here at this 0032 area likely does break us out to the upside. And when we do move up, after moving down first, when we do move up, the expectation is that we will go all the way up to about 004, if not 0044, something in that range. So from the current price, that's anything from about a 47-48% pump to about a 59% pump, and that's what's expected. However, we're expecting that we go a little bit lower, something that's around, you know, 70% to 56% overall might be what's in store going into next week, going into the end of the year, or maybe just opening up January. The first couple of weeks we might see that happen here. It is completely possible that we continue to consolidate until later in January. There's a lot of things lining up for late January, mid-January to be bullish for Bitcoin and various other cryptos, so Zebec can definitely consolidate and meander in that time. But regardless of what happens, I am expecting that from here we'll go a little bit lower, and then we'll be working our way up here. However it looks, whether it's one fell swoop like this, whether we kind of slowly consolidate and work our way up, and then it's the end/middle of January, and then we get a push higher. However it looks, I assume that this is kind of the next relative target area after we find support down here at 00265 to 256, something like that. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. There's not really much to talk about other than that. We can check out the ribbons real quick. I don't think we've looked at the ribbons in a second. I mean, the weekly MACD looks like it's ready to go, man. So do the stochastics. RSI is at a perfect level as well. You know, we found a lot of support back at this level right here. The ribbon. The weekly ribbon, still bullish. 3-day ribbon, just crossed bearish. Daily ribbon is bearish at the moment. Yes, it is. Technically, the daily ribbon would call for lower lows, but the thing is, we've done this before. and we actually got a higher low. So if we can get another higher low here, and I think we will, that would likely cause us to break and even get a cross on this ribbon. And that cross might happen early to mid-January. So it just makes sense that mid to late January would be when things really get kicking off and moving higher. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.